Well, here we come again. It's Grandma Carla, and I'm here at No Money Slots, playing slots for fun. And I'm so happy that you could join me today. Today we're going to be playing another game on the MufuCasino.com website, and this one's called Best Bet. And we still have over 100 million to play with, so we're still going to be spending 200,000 a spin. Just like we did yesterday. And just like we did yesterday, let's hope that we get a beautiful bonus. So let's go. And here's our first spin. Oh, one more would have given it to us. We need those trophy cups. Oh, there's my credits. You have uncollected rewards. Check. So again, I will check when I am through with this game. I don't want to check while I'm playing the game because it will take us out of the game and ruin my video. And we don't want that to happen. I've done that enough times over the course of the last year on my own. I don't need to purposely do it. So that interrupts you, just to tell you that you have credits that you need to collect, and the credits are what you need to play the games. So you need to collect them every day. Every day they give them to you. And you should really collect them because then you can truly play without money. And that's what this website is all about. No money slots. We're not spending a penny. We're having fun. Every day we're playing slots. But we're not paying any money. We're not spending any money. Look, that was a nice million. Add it to our bank. So this is another game that we played in the past, and it got a lot of views. So that's the kick I'm on. That I have been on for the last few days, and we'll continue it for the next few days. And see what happens. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So this one's all about racing horses. And I used to like to go to the horse races. Believe me, I love the horse races. Especially when it was just a jockey on the horse. I'm not too thrilled about the, Surrey races. Or cart races. Or whatever they call those. Yeah, I wasn't too thrilled about that. But, I was about horse racing, and I was also a lover of dog racing, the greyhounds. We had them in Massachusetts, and they were a lot of fun. I grew up with them. They were near where I lived, and so I used to go see them with my parents. And then when I grew up and I had my own family, I took my kids to go watch it. Because you could stand outside up against a fence, and watch the races, and it'd be beautiful days. And you'd get your fresh air and everything, maybe grab a hot dog and a Coke or something. And it was a nice day out for me and my kids. And if you won, that was the icing on the cake. So yeah, I come from a long line of races, loving racing and gambling, all kinds of gambling. Slots, races, bingo, poker, blackjack, just love gambling. You just have to be careful when you gamble. If you're paying for it, you have to be able to spend money that you don't mind losing. You don't want to gamble with the rent money. That's not how we do it. I'm not a person that is into a lot of fancy clothes and You know, some women have like skinny shoes in their closet and hats and whatnot, and that's not me. And also, a lot of people are taking trips all around the world, here and there and everywhere, and that's not me. Oh, what's this? Oh, the spyglasses. So, you know, but what is me is playing slots and, you know, watching racetracks and stuff like that. That's me. So that's where my extra income goes, my extra money, my entertainment money goes. You know, I go to the land-based casino, and the one for me that I go to is 10 minutes away from my home. So it's pretty darn convenient. The first casino I used to go to, it used to take me over an hour and a half to get there most of the time. Well over an hour anyways. So, and now only being 10 minutes away, it's like a blessing. Especially now I'm older. I couldn't do that kind of drive, you know. But I can do a 10-minute one. Which is probably just about how far I drive. You know, I only drive around my neighborhood. I don't do highways. And I don't go out of town. I don't drive out of town. Excuse me. I usually get someone to take me, which is usually one of my sons. And I do it that way. But anything close, you know, within a few miles, I drive myself. It's around where I live. That's not a problem. But, you know, I'll be 80 this year, so highways and busy intersections and all that crazy stuff, that's out of the picture for me now. I mean, when I was younger, I had a job one time. It was almost 2 hours away from where I lived. And that was quite a commute, my God. You know, highway traffic, bumper to bumper traffic, over the Massachusetts Turnpike. Holy crap. You know, you'd leave in the morning, it would be dark out, and you would get home from work and it would be dark out. It was like you had no time, no days. You never saw the days, Monday through Friday. So I didn't stay in that job very long. I looked for another job and was very fortunate to find a job which was 10 miles away from my home. And I stayed there and stayed in that same position until I retired. Well, I didn't stay in the same position. I did get promoted quite a few times. But I mean, I stayed with that same employer for years until I was ready to retire. Because I knew that traveling just wasn't worth it, you know? Plus, I got raises. I would get raises in my own job that I had anyway. So, and it was really nice being close to home, because when something went wrong with the kids, I was right there, you know. The schools could call me and I'd be there in a couple of minutes. So there's a lot of advantages of working close to home, that's for sure. And I would tell everybody to try to do that if they can. And nowadays, a lot of people work from home. That's even better. Oh, come on, Best Bet. We need to get it. There we go. Okay. And again, we're at the same time about we were yesterday when we got the bonus. So this is going to take us out with a bang. Hold and spin feature. 3 up. You need to collect 15 to win the grand, which is like so much money up there in the red. I guess it's in the billions, but let's see what we do. See if we can get a good amount and add to our bank. Maybe we'll be on this site tomorrow. I don't know. Depends if I find any more slots on this site that have a lot of views. That's usually, that song you're hearing is usually what they play at the tracks before the races. Oh, that's it? Okay. Well, that's still something. And guess what time it is? It's time to say Please like and subscribe to my channel, No Money Slots, playing slots for fun. I'd appreciate it. I really would. Let's see what we're getting. 3,680,000. We'll take it. And we will add that to what we have. And it's time for us to say goodbye. So I hope to see you tomorrow right back here on No Money Slots with Grandma Carla. Toodles.